She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Blue Nova and I'm here to bring you guys a new tutorial on how to get Pop Smoke's vocal effects. Not saying these are his exact settings, but how to get the same quality he has in his song Dior. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We're very close to hitting 20K and I really thank you guys for being here for this long. I really appreciate it. So if you also want to get these vocal effects, you can get it at bluenovabeats.com. It will come with my raw vocals inside. So you can get that and just have something physical to work with. Aside from that, let's turn off everything we have on the master and we'll go ahead and get started. So with Pop Smoke's vocals, his vocals are very, very deep. And what you have to, you genuinely have to have that rugged, rough, deep voice in order to really just sound like him. But I'm going to show you guys how to get the same quality he has in Dior. So we're going to start right here with the compressor and we're going to turn off all these other effects. The compressor right here, we're just going to even out the vocals, and this is what I did. With the threshold, we're going to just play the vocals so you guys hear and see what everything looks like and sounds like.
She like the way that I dance.
Hold on.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
All right, so with these vocals, you can see that we're barely compressing it. I'm not compressing it too heavy because just don't want to put too much damage on his voice because his vocals are very, very thick and warm. So we don't want to overdo it with the compressor. So as far as what I did, I turned the ratio to 2:1:1, and the knee, I turned it all the way to the right. The threshold, I just brought it down to where it's the peak of the vocal so that it's, you know, fairly even throughout the mix. With the release right here, it's at 241.11 milliseconds. With the head, you want to keep that at 0.97. So this is what the vocals sound like with the compressor.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
Okay, cool. The next thing we're going to do is just add a Fruity Parametric EQ2. Now with his vocals in Dior, his vocals are very thick and they're also crispy. They really have some nice high end to it. So what we're going to do is really just cut up to around the 100 region and go in and find some of these bad frequencies. I found some around 188, 361, and right here 563. And all I did is just cut in those frequencies and, you know, cut out those boxy sounds. Right here in the mid, I went ahead and boosted it a good amount, boosted to about 2.3, 2.5 decibels. Right here with this band in the 5K region, I boosted that area too. Now I genuinely don't usually EQ in this method, but with his vocals, they're very unique. You know, with his voice, you really have to boost some of that high end frequency in order for it to sound good in the mix. So with having a low voice, you really need to go in and boost those high frequencies so that it stands out. Right here in the 8,000, almost a 9,000 region, I went ahead and boosted that up to nearly 12 decibels. Now this is what the vocal sounds like with the EQ.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
And with the EQ off,
she like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move.
And turn it
she
back
like the
on.
way that I rock. She like the way that I...
All right, so the next thing we have is a sound goodizer. Now what the sound goodizer is going to do is add some warmth and depth in the vocals. So what I did is loaded in the sound goodizer, selected B, and I wish I could give you guys an exact number or value to where to turn it, but this is a rough estimate to where you would want it at so that it just has some of that warmth clarity into the vocal.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
All right, now this is very key. You guys really need to have this. This is a Waves plugin. It's Waves H delay stereo. Now what this is gonna do is add the wideness that you hear in his vocals. It almost sounds like a doubler in his vocals. Essentially, that's really what it is. So these are the settings that you guys need to have as far as what I did. So it would take a lot of time just to go in all these values, and it will really kill a lot of this video, but this is a rough estimate of what you will want to have to get that doubler sound. Now I'm going to play the vocal with H delay on it.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
Now with it off.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move.
Putting it back on.
She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
All right, so after that, we're gonna have a fruity limiter. Now with this fruity limiter, we're just going to even out the vocals and making sure everything is completely consistent while listening to it. So once you load it in, make sure your release is all the way down to 0. The attack and the head, you wanna leave those two alone. And the ceiling, I brought the ceiling down to -3, basically. And what you wanna do is push the gain up to where it's hitting the ceiling and making the sound very consistent.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
So after that, we're gonna have a Waves de-esser stereo. Now with the Waves de-esser stereo, what this is gonna do is basically de-ess the vocals because there's some sibilance in the vocals that we have to take care of. So what you wanna do is basically really just copy these settings. Really, as far as when it loads in, the settings will already be right here. It's the threshold that you really want to be concerned about. Just bring your threshold down to where it's at the peak of the sibilance in the vocals. So I'm gonna play it and you guys will hear it.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
So with the threshold, I usually just bring my threshold down to where it's the lowest. I know before I said the highest, but you want to bring it down to the lowest part of your vocal, not the extreme lowest, but where your vocal is very low, where the threshold is coming in. So playing it again, you'll see.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move.
So right there.
She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I... She like...
Now after that, we're gonna have a fruity reverb too. Now there's not a lot of reverb in his vocals. His vocals are usually already kind of warm and they don't have that much reverb in it. So the reverb is just for taste, just to fill in a little bit more in the beat. So these are the settings that I have. And like I said, you can go to bluenovabeats.com, get these same exact settings in the folder. So I'm gonna play the vocal with the reverb.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I...
Cool. So after that, we're gonna have another vocal recording. Like I said, he uses doublers and his vocals to make his voice really stand out. So what we did right here is generally the same thing, but the only difference is with the EQ right here. Now the EQ on this second vocal recording, this one doesn't have as much high end because there's already enough high end in the first vocal take. So you don't want to have you don't want to have an excessive amount in the second vocal recording. So these are exactly the settings I have for it. Now the other things that are off is the H delay and the reverb, because like I said, the H delay, we just want it on the lead vocal and not too much on the second vocal, because you don't want to have that much you don't want to have that much stereo width within your vocals. Although you want it to sound wide, you don't want to have an excessive amount. So aside from that, that's really all I did to get that same vocal quality. Now, just for, I guess, copyright reasons, I'm not going to play the instrumental in this tutorial, but like I said, just go to bluenovabeats.com. You can hear what it sounds like with the beat. Now with the fruity convolver, all this is going to do is kill the 5K region. Like I've emphasized in so many tutorials, every song nowadays is usually cut at 15K, and it really cleans up the mix. And with the last thing was the Isotope Ozone 5 maximizer. That's the last thing that you're going to have on your master. Now, with the Ozone 5 maximizer, if you don't have this, you can use the fruity limiter and just bring your threshold all the way down to 0, and you can leave the attack and the head alone for it. But as far as this tutorial is very quick and simple, I just want to show you guys exactly how to get the same thing. And what I'm going to do is just play the vocal loop for you guys one more time so you can hear what it sounds like.
She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I whoo.
So yeah, that's basically it. I really just want to do the short vocal recording, didn't do the whole entire thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was very useful to you. Like I said, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you need your song mixed and mastered, you can just go to bluenovabeats.com, go to the contact form on the very bottom of the page, and you can send me a message through there, and I'll respond to you as fast as I can. Go to the beat store to get any beats that you want, any genre, any style. And please forgive me for my smoke detector going off a billion times. I'm trying. I need to get that fixed very, very soon. But hope you guys like this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.